This video is to find calm and peace at the end of your day. So maybe you've just got back from work or whatever you've been doing today and you just need to find some calm and peace for yourself. Slow things down, relax, and let go of anything you don't need anymore. So let's begin today's flow in a child's pose. And let's have the knees together, feet together, sitting onto the heels and reach the arms in front of you. Relax the elbows down, relax the arms. And as you stay into your child's pose, you need to start to expand through the rib cage as you breathe in. And contract as you breathe out. Every time you breathe in, feel more expansion through your ribs, the sides, the front of your ribs. And as you breathe out, feel that sense of contraction everything coming back in together. Now see if you can allow your inhales to become longer than the previous one. And as you exhale, empty out as much as possible. Begin breathing in, feel that expansion. Breathing out to empty out as much as you can. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Now lift yourself up for a moment. Walk the hands all the way to your right, as far as you can towards your right, and then release the head down between the arms. It might be floating, it might be touching down. Whatever it is, it's okay. Start to bring the attention into the left side waist, left side ribs, underneath the armpit. Just beginning to open up through the side of the body. If you feel that you can now walk the hands a little bit more to the right, do so. And then you're coming back to center. Let's go straight to the other side. All the way to the left. Let the head relax down towards the ground. And then see if maybe there is room for you to go a little further to the side. And then bring it back to center. And let's lift up onto the hands and the knees. Okay, good. Start to work with breath and movement together now. So inhale, arch your back, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale around the spine. Let the breath dictate when you move. As you inhale, you arch. As you exhale, you round. Let's do this one more time. Exhale and round. Now resetting to a neutral spine position. Keep your toes tucked under and sit back into your heels. Notice the sensations in the bottom of your feet and into your toes. And if they are already pretty intense, you're going to hold the hands on the floor. Otherwise, start to walk the hands in towards your knees and see if it's okay to come all the way up. As you're all the way up, if you do, you're going to open up the arms into a T position. Bring your right arm on top, crossing the arms all the way. First option is to wrap the arms around you and give yourself a hug here. Second option, if it's available, you're going to bend the elbows and take the hands together to touch. It could be the back of your hands or the palms. And if you are in this position, lift the fingertips up, move the forearms away from the face so that you feel the upper back spreading. Going to hold it here, 3 more full breaths, inhaling through the nose. Empty out completely for 2. And if it feels like your toes are about to leave you forever, trust me, they're not. They're going to be fine. Let's release the arms, roll the shoulders, free them up. Roll the shoulders the other way. And then let's go the other way. So arms out into a T position, left arm on top. You know, you can stay here or bend the elbows, catch the hands. Lift the fingers if you have the hands together. Forearms away, broaden through the upper back. Inhaling fully. Exhale completely. Let the attention rest on your breath. Forearms keep moving away from the nose. One last inhale. And exhale, let it go. Again, roll the shoulders, free them up. And finally, take the hands to the floor, untap the toes. This is where you might feel the strongest sensations in your feet. Tap the front of the feet down. And let it go. You're probably already feeling better by now. Tap the toes, lift the hips, come up. Downward facing dog. And as you arrive into your downward dog, see what the body needs. Does it need to settle into stillness, or does it want to move? Feel free to follow your own intuition. No right or wrong. You can pedal through the feet, or you can maybe lift both heels up at the same time and drop them down towards the ground. Or nod the head, yes and no. Just see where you need to release. Begin to now shift the gaze forwards and take tiny little steps all the way to the front. Bend the knees when you need to and come up with the feet hip distance apart. Fold forwards, release. Keeping the knees bent, roll all the way up to standing. Good. As you arrive, let's stand with the feet hip distance apart. Toes pointing forwards. Reach the arms above the head. With your right hand, hold on to the opposite wrist. Inhale, lift up to the sky. Exhale, side bend to your right. Now relax your neck. So look wherever feels good for you. There is no right or wrong. Notice where you can gaze just to make sure you're not holding on to unnecessary tension in your neck. Let's bring it back to center, switch. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend. One last in. Exhale. Get coming back to center, release the arms. Gently roll the shoulders, free them up. Nice. Let's step in the front of the mat. You can keep the feet again hip distance. Circle the arms out and up, lift them above the head. Exhale, soften the knees as you fold. Take the hands to the shins, come up to a flat, long spine. And then step the hands to the floor, your right foot back behind you. Drop your right knee to the ground, lift up into a low lunge, maybe gazing up. As you exhale, release the hands to the ground. Step back into downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Exhale completely. Look forwards. Now, you might want to step the knees down for a moment and then your right foot between the hands. Back knee off the ground for a moment. Exhale. And then gaze forward, step the 2 feet at the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, the hands of the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, elongate the sides of the waist. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. And drop the left knee down. Circle the arms out and up. Exhale, the hands to the floor. Step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Gazing forwards. If it's available to you, you step your left foot all the way between the hands. Keep the back knee down. And like I've done, you can come up on fingertips if you need to. Or you could also have blocks underneath your hands. One more breath in. Step all the way to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just adding a little bit onto this. In. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Drop the right knee down. Now keep your right hand down, it's next to your left foot. And again, if the floor is far away, take a block or a book or a box, whatever you have, and raise the floor. Spin the chest to the left side, pick up your left hand, stretch it to the sky. You can stay as you are or tuck the back knee, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the ground. 2 or 3 more breaths. Start to gaze down, step all the way back into downward facing. Looking forwards, your right foot between the hands. Keep the back knee off the ground, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale completely. Both feet to the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Same work, second side, arms up. Exhale, fold, belly button to spine. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to floor, your left foot goes back. Drop back knee to the ground. Left hand stays grounded, right arm up, spin the chest. Steady inhales and exhales. Good, we do next exhalation, release. Hands to floor. Step it back into downward facing dog. A breath in. Exhale. Gazing forwards, your left foot between the hands. Stay, hold. Gaze all the way to the front and step forwards. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the arms. Good. You're going to take a long step back with the right foot. Coming straight into a warrior two. So we are aligning the front foot with the middle of the back foot, more or less. Front toes point forwards, front knee tracks in line with the middle of the front foot. Make sure the outer edge of your back foot is grounded, so we don't want to lift and collapse into the inner arch, but press the outer edge down, arms out, gazing at the front middle finger. So in this case, it's your left middle finger. Inhale here. Exhale completely. Now turn the palms up. We're going to inhale, arms up, straightening the front leg. Exhale, rebend. We'll move with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms. Exhale, rebend. 2. 4, 1. And exhale, rebend. Holding a warrior two now, breathe. One last inhale. Exhale, release the arms, straighten both legs. Nice, parallel the feet, and then spin the right foot to the other side of the room. So we're coming straight into the same couple of poses on the other side. So now your right toes point straight to the front of the room, to the side of the room, bend the front knee, so your right knee, arms out. Nice, flip the palms up, inhale to lift the arms and straighten the leg. Exhale to rebend. Breathing in and out. 3. Moving with the breath. Last inhale. Exhale. Hold. Hold the pose. Keep the breath flowing. And release. Okay, parallel the feet and then toe heel the feet together. Let's keep the feet hip distance apart. We're coming into tree pose, working on our balance. So shift the body weight into your right foot. If you know your balance is a little tricky, toes down, toes of your left foot down, the heel above the ankle. Otherwise, the foot below the knee, or if it's accessible, the foot above the knee. You're going to place the hands together at the heart center to begin. Now set the eyes on one thing in front of you that it's not moving and keep your attention there. Focusing the mind when we work on balance is super important and it can make a big difference to our ability to balance. Anyone who wants to add the arm position, you're going to reach them out and up, stretch the fingers to the sky. Maybe the hands can be together or a shoulder distance apart. Test it out, see what works. Also important as we balance is our ability to stay in the pose and continue breathing. Consciously inhale and exhaling. One more big breath. Release the hands of the heart center. Good. Now pick up your left knee and step your left foot behind your right. So you're onto the ball of your left foot, both knees bent. You're going to reach the arms up. With your left hand hold on, with your right hand hold on to the opposite wrist. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, side bend. Feel that sense of opening into the side of the body. One last breath in. All the way back to center and release. Let's work onto the other side. So shift the weight into your left foot, right knee lifts, and then again remember your options, toes down, below the knee or above the knee. Good. Good. Find your position, hands to heart. Steady gaze, steady breathing. Option to add the arms. Good. Take another couple of breaths. Keep reaching down with the standing leg, standing foot, and up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale now, let's release. Hands at the heart center, lift your right knee, and then from here, step the right foot behind your other foot, both knees bent, and you're onto the ball of your back foot. Arms up, left hand opposite wrist, inhale up, exhale, side bend. Good, coming back to center and release. Okay, good. Now we'll move down into Malasana. If you have any issues with your knees, you can just come down and take a seat in your own way. Otherwise, let's rotate the toes out to the corners of the mat. And we'll squat down and come into Malasana. Elbows gently pressing on the inside of your knees, chest lifting, spine nice and long. And then either close the eyes or keep your eyes set on a point on the floor in front of you. breathing long. And exhale fully. Couple of more breaths in and out. Good, inhale, 1. And exhale, let it go. Take a seat. And move the feet to the front of your mat. We'll roll into bridge pose, so roll all the way down. And then walk the feet closer into you. Set them about hip distance apart. Breathe in. Exhale, push the feet down, lift the hips and the spine. See if you want the arms as they are, or if you want to interlace the fingers behind your back. We'll hold the pose and breathe. 5 long breaths. Two more inhales and exhales. For 1, slowly roll down, release the interlace of the fingers, and let it go. Okay. Give your spine a moment. Stay into a neutral position. And from here, bring the knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. Good. Rock yourself up. And we're going to take a couple of pillows and place them on your mat to support you. You can use pillows, you can use a couple of couch cushions, or if you have a yoga bolster like this, then this would be great, but anything that can prop yourself, that can prop you up. So once you have your support, you're going to be placing it behind your back and release the whole of your back on your cushions, on your pillows, or your bolster. With the legs, you can stay knees bent, feet grounded, if this is comfortable for you, or if you want to stretch the legs out in front. And feel free to test it out and see where you're most comfortable. As you stay and settle here in this supported back bend, let the eyes close. Take a huge inhale. And as you exhale, feel the body releasing and melting down into the bolster or your cushions. Weight of your head releasing down. Your chest and shoulders opening, finding new space. The abdominal region expanding, taking up space as the breath moves in, releasing as the breath moves out. You can just stay for another 5 long breaths. Notice as you stay, notice where the mind is. Is it still with you, present in your practice, or has it wandered away? And if you notice that it has wandered away, that's okay. Just ask it to come back. Ask it to come back to this present moment, the next few mindful, conscious breaths. Now, if you have the time to stay here longer, that's a really good idea. Another 3, 5 minutes, or even 10 minutes, whatever you can take, feel really good. If you're ready to come out, you're going to bend the knees if the legs are extended in front, and then use the arms, use the hands to help as you roll over onto one side and gently lift yourself up. Okay, good. We'll close the practice, taking a counterbalance, a gentle forward fold. So if you still have cushions and bolsters or pillows around you, then I recommend taking them and placing them on your feet. And as you fold forwards, you can allow your spine to round. And maybe the head can come down and rest on your hands, on the support. Or if the head is not coming all the way down, just allow your spine to round and allow it to hang. Good. Let's make your way back up. One more pose on each side. We'll go arms up. Right hand to the opposite knee, left hand behind you into a twist. Good. Coming back to center and heel the arms up. Exhale to the second side. Good. Let's release, come back to center. I recommend you finish your practice with Shavasana, so I will link the video where you can find a 10-minute led Shavasana, and I recommend you practice it now, or at least take a few moments just sitting quietly with the eyes closed. Hope you found this practice relaxing and it has helped you to slow things down and to find a little more calm and peace. And you can go on and have a wonderful evening and a good sleep. Thank you for watching.